Hi, my name is Trudy, and I am looking for a new place to live. I guess let's start with a little bit of background about who I am, why I'm in New York, and what I'm looking for. I am currently a grad student, aka horror grad student, who is studying at a school of public health, hoping to save the world, but not really, kind of. But looking at trying to improve the health of health populations, which is not the sexiest job and definitely not a job that pays a lot. But I live up on campus on 168th, really far up in Manhattan where everything is far away and difficult to get to. I'm also graduating in December and will be kicked off campus housing and early December, and I'm looking for a new place with great roommates. I personally really emphasize having good roommates. I have never lived in an apartment by myself. I find that really antisocial and not fun, and I'm always looking for people who I can walk in and chat with about my day, about things that are interesting, my views, people that we don't have to necessarily make plans with to go out to eat or go out to get drinks, but if we're all hanging out or if someone craves something, I love people who, or roommates who are basically down for anything and up to try new things, and to be spontaneous. And that's kind of my ideal roommate, in terms of a roommate mindset. I also, of course, there's the normal things of being a good roommate, like not being too messy, not, specifically, I don't like when the kitchen is really dirty. Like, I don't mind if you leave dishes. I personally leave dishes for like a day, or two, sometimes if I'm really busy, but I don't like it to be gross. Or I've heard people have maggots. That's like really, really disgusting, to be near an area where you're cooking and touching food. Living area, if it's like slightly messy, I don't mind. I personally keep, my room is really messy. I don't want to show you, but my own room is really messy, but I keep the mess to my room. And obviously I want someone who isn't too loud all the time, is pretty considerate in terms of noise level, and maybe not throwing ragers all the time, but someone who is social and willing to talk and willing to chat and get to know each other. I think there's so much to be gained from living with people, especially people different from you. And in the past, I have lived, actually recently, currently I'm living with one other med student here. I'm not a med student, sorry, but a med student here. And I've learned a lot from her experience being a med student, her thoughts, but obviously she's, American, also Asian like me, and we're similar in many ways. But I actually just came back from a year living in Beijing, where my second 6 months, I lived in an apartment of 4, with pretty diverse people. That being said, we were all English speakers. It was 3 Americans and 1 Canadian, but it was the first time I'd lived long-term with a guy. Not only just a guy, he was someone mid-30s, and I'm 24 early, but we had a great time. One other girl was married and a PhD student in her upper 20s, and then one girl younger than me. The 4 of us got along very well. Definitely one of the best roommate situations that I've had. We hung out all the time. Well, not all the time, but decent amount. Like, we all like TV shows, so we would sit around our living area and watch TV and discuss them together. We all loved food. Even though one was vegetarian, we still found opportunities to grab bites to eat together, go grab beers, talk. I don't think we ever explored Beijing together just because we were all so busy, but I did go to different places in Beijing with people separately. So that was a really great experience and one of my highlights of my roommate experiences. I've also had some great roommates in the past and also terrible roommates, but yeah, I'm sorry to talk way too long about having good roommates, but I'm looking for good roommates that are social, that are willing to be friends with me, and are willing to share your experiences and learn from each other. In terms of me, I love food. I love, sorry, is this like way too long? I'm just like ranting now. Okay. In terms of me, I love food, or interests, I guess. I love food. Would love to be able to explore the city's food offerings with my roommate. I haven't lived here that long and still haven't checked out all the tourist spots or museums. If there's someone willing to do that, I'm happy to do so with them, or just go on walks around the city. I like Broadway shows. The best thing about New York is, for me, is Broadway shows, both musicals and plays. And if you like Broadway shows, I will be willing. I'm cheap and broke, so I am the type of person that enters all the lotteries, will wake up early in the morning to go do Rush to get $30 tickets, and if you like Broadway shows, I will do that for us, and we can go watch them together. And yeah, I guess that's a brief intro about me. If you're interested and willing to be my roommate and to have me live in your apartment, let me know, and let's meet up.